White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Bob Arum says that more than likely next is Pacquiao or Crawford, or Pacquiao or Spence for Crawford next. Let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. He ready to work together with Al Heyman, but question is if Al Heyman ready to work with him. There's been rumors that Terence Crawford could leave for the other side of the street with PBC. Bob Arum even confirmed that could happen. And what I understand, Pacquiao was still pursuing to fight Mikey Garcia, but he said that they had a deal to do it in Quarta, some other country. But it was Nick due to the pandemic. We never heard that Pacquiao said he agreed to fight him. But he did call out Errol Spence and Pacquiao. Pacquiao did call out Errol Spence and Crawford on social media this year or last year, I think it was. So let's talk about it. You can check out the welterweight boxing playlist for videos like this. He fighting Kell Brook. Was it November 14th? He got to get past Kell Brook. Him and Kell Brook is doing VADA, so I'll talk about that in a minute. But, Bob Arum is just speaking stuff in existence. He said that, Al don't want to front the bill. He don't want to front the bill and lose a lot of money. So it's best that they do it together. My whole thing is, but at the same time, just like Al didn't let Jamal or Caleb Plant take the Canelo offers this year, potentially for Cinco de Mayo, why make a deal with you when I can do the fight and keep all the proceeds for myself? So if I can get Crawford across the street and I got a real shot at that, I ain't working with you, and I'm going to tell Pacquiao not to fight you as well. What it's supposed to go for Pacquiao is Mikey Garcia and probably end his career with Conor McGregor. If he don't get Mikey, then if Errol Spence don't look good coming back, then maybe fight Errol Spence if he can just barely get past Danny Garcia. So the way Al looking at it is, I wanted to work with you almost 10 years ago. But you was hell-bent on getting me booted off HBO. And now all of a sudden, you need me. I don't need you. I got Canelo Alvarez now on a fight-by-fight deal, and then I potentially can get Terence Crawford. So at the end of the day, unless you're going to front the bill and get Errol Spence the $20 million that allegedly that he wants and get Crawford what he wants, I ain't got to work with you. I'm not going to work with you. I refuse to work with you. I don't need to work with you. So it depends. And what Errol Spence said was, I heard he said this to Brian Custer, it's up to Bob and Al to make the deal happen. So if I'm Al and I can get Crawford across the street and keep the money for myself, I can do it. But if I want to split, if I'm willing to split the bill with Bob, then we can do it. So Errol Spence is saying this up to Al and Bob to make it happen. He ready for it to happen. We gotta see what he do in December. We gotta see Crawford get past Kell Brook. So about Pacquiao can fight McGregor. Why would he took the hard way out and fight Errol Spence or Crawford? Now, if Errol Spence, look bad coming back, then I can see he probably he won't want to fight Errol Spence. He tried to fight him as soon as he came back and said he wanted to fight anybody on Fox. He called Al to fight him, and Errol Spence and Derrick James said no, he wasn't ready. So, I feel him. I wouldn't have took that fight neither. And now the pandemic, he benefited from the pandemic. Most people thought Wilder was going to benefit from the pandemic and hone his skills and rest up and then fight Fury. That didn't happen. And we're going to see that if Errol Spence benefited from the pandemic, instead of coming back in April, May, or June, or July, he had to come back in December, and showcase his skills. But Bob Arum is just desperate. Y'all want to know the truth? Bob Arum is desperate. As simple as that. Bob Arum is desperate. He know that boy about to leave. He know this boy putting pressure on him, cussing him out about making the fights. And all, Bob don't want to put no money up and lose it. And if it's a chance to keep a guy like Crawford, put the money up. Bob Arum swimming in money. He's been an attorney. He's been working with Muhammad Ali for years. He been turned in the top rank. Bob Arum got money. He got money to spend. You closer to your end date than a lot of people. So you can put up $30, $40 million. But at the end of the day, we might not get this fight with the pandemic going on. And it's still going to go on. It's going to ramp up as soon as flu season come around. It's coming real soon for these cold states and these East Coast states. So it's a situation where Bob getting desperate. He said he want to do these fights next. And Al Heyman don't have no intentions on putting Errol Spence in there with Terence Crawford. Not until Crawford come on his side of the street. So what's changed? He got into a car accident. Ain't nothing changed. But Al Heyman not putting him in with Errol Spence in 2021 at all. So, it's just not happening. He probably going to come back do a fight after Danny, fight the IBF mandatory, and he lucky he might fight Keith Thurman at the end of next year. I know he said he don't want to fight him, but I still think in my mind that fight gonna happen. But like I said before, man, with him, he can't control this no more. You know, he suffered that relationship with Al Heyman when he got him kicked off of HBO. And when he got Al Heyman kicked off of HBO, you know, that was one of the worst things that he done, because Al Heyman rebounded, you know, followed Dana White blueprint, have some free TV platforms, and now he need Al, you know. And Al got Canelo Alvarez, and everybody gonna eat. So he ain't got to do Earl and Terence. He can do Earl and Canelo, Jamel and Canelo, Plant Benavidez and Canelo, you know. He can make anybody come over and fight Canelo, Demetrius Andrade, if they want to do it. He can make Golovkin come over. He can do a lot of things. So it's just in a situation where, you know, he can do whatever. And unfortunately, you know, Bob Arum just going to be in a position where Pacquiao not his fighter. He had an opportunity to make that fight. He didn't make it with Pacquiao and Crawford. And now, you know, basically he got to watch his best fighter across the street. Unless Bob Arum front the whole bill, that fight not happening. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he might rematch. I heard he might rematch Sean Porter again. He has no intention. And then if Crawford do come over there, he's not going to go right into an Earl Spence fight. They're going to tune him up versus Josito Lopez or something like that. And, you know, then they might roll into an Earl Spence fight. But at the same time, you know, these fighters can tell Al Heyman, like, dude, I want to fight Crawford. Let's make this jump. They can do that, you know. And, you know, he don't want it that bad. He don't want it that bad. He's not going to open his mouth and say, make the dang on fight happen. So Crawford probably going to cross the street. I think Bob Arum, he can feel it coming in the air tonight. You know, don't be surprised if he don't try to he don't try to rob Terence Crawford against Kell Brook. Don't be surprised. He know he leaving. Now he want to do this. It's a rape. But he couldn't make the Pacquiao fight. You know, when you had him, you didn't make it last year. You want to go make it this year, and you can't make the Kell Brook, the Errol Spence fight last year. You couldn't make it this year. You couldn't make it the year before last. You're not gonna make it next year. It's just in a situation where he's going to watch his fighter lose. I mean, walk across the street and lose a fighter. He lost, you know, Lomachenko in the ring. And now it's potentially going to lose Terence Crawford and watch him walk across the street. All this is desperation. I want to make you don't have no control. When he wanted Pacquiao, you didn't give it to him, you know, which in hindsight would have been an excellent thing. But then again, it could have been Pacquiao versus Crawford instead of Jeff Horn. You know what I'm saying? He could have fought Crawford at 140 pounds. But then again, people would still be saying that Crawford didn't fight nobody. It's just a narrative. The very same guy they give him credit for Gamboa, fighting Gamboa, he was the first guy to beat Gamboa. Mikey had an opportunity to beat him. He didn't step up to the plate. He was scared. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes down there. But he fought Victor Postal, who really just beat the hell out of Jose Ramirez. He down there 40. Victor Postal was the lineal. Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. Well, Danny Garcia was the lineal, at 40. And none of them never been a lineal champion in none of their divisions, but people don't understand that. But, you know, he just about to lose a fighter. And, you know, unfortunately, he got to respect that Crawford really willing to be great. And once Crawford crossed the street, you know, a lot of these dudes going to be like, yeah, man, I told you Terence Crawford, it's going to be the moral victory. That's sad that, you know, you gotta be on a promotional team for people to root for you. That's just whack. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta be with Al Heyman, and now all of a sudden, you know, people want to be Canelo Alvarez fans. Like I said before, man, everybody shouldn't have the right to talk on YouTube, man. Yeah, man, I love some Canelo, man. I put cinnamon, on my penitentiary burger, man. Yeah, man. I had Beverly Rose, put some cinnamon. You know, my cinnamon toast crunch. Yeah, I like extra cinnamon. I love me some Canelo. You know how them niggas is, man. You talk the epitome of cocksucking. That's what you talking about. But apparently, Kell Brook and Terence Crawford has entered VADA. Unlike Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, all these other PBC fighters who don't report on VADA unless they doing it behind the scenes. So if they do pop hot, you know, Al Heyman can make stuff right. So nobody talk about, you know, PBC fighters not, you know, enrolling in VADA. But Brook and Crawford enrolled in VADA. Kell Brook made an excuse that the rehydration clause with Errol Spence hurt his chances in the fight and says that there's no rehydration clause versus Terence Crawford and he'll be big and strong in the ring. here in Vegas, so it's good to see them enroll, and it's good to see them enroll in some drug testing. So unlike some PBC fighters, you hear people talking about droopy nipple boy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links are in the description. Twitter's the fast way. Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group link there as well too. Appreciate everybody that's supporting us on all those platforms. If you got a business you want to advertise on the channel, hit me up. I got good rates. Other than that, man, if you got a video request, want to chop it up, whatever, that's there. Want to make a donation, best way to do that is share the video and hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App is CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. We gone. All right, some may not know, but we got blocked from going live because we had some of the fight playing in the background this past Saturday on the Tank and Leo Santa Cruz Carter. Or is it either the Onuiwa fight on ESPN Plus? But it was a mistake. But now we can't go live until something change. Let something change until January 29th, basically February. So I want you guys to follow me on Sportscasters, SPORTSCASTR, and I'll put the link in the description. That'll be the first link. Or you can follow me on Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. And I'll be doing my live streams both there at the same time. So any live football, basketball, anything in between that, make sure you check out Sportscaster for your boy. Check it out. I'll put that little thumbnail or little thing on the screen, but the link will be in the description. They monetize from day one. It's a YouTube alternative, so I will be there permanently. So I might be going live there and YouTube if I get my channel back or my live stream back at the same time. Appreciate everybody, but Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0, link in the description, and Sportcaster, link in the description. If you want to press the link, it is on sportscaster.com. It's just Goodfellas Sports, one word. Appreciate it. We gone.